To live like a child. I know I touched on this yesterday, and then I kind of went off task, and I apologise for that. Ending it talking about staying on track, working out the end goal. Speeches and kids and being childlike, and thinking back about the fact that we need to work out where we detached and we actually cared about what other people thought and think about us. We worry about things that generally are not even there to worry about. And like I was saying, I see this with my kids. They don't have a fear. They're not thinking about whether somebody likes them, doesn't like them. Like, then they get upset because little Tiffany doesn't like, isn't going to be their best friend ever again, and then the next day you find out that they played all day and nothing's a problem. So kids have those elements as well that just make you scratch your head and go to be a kid. But getting up in front of an audience can be intimidating, and I'm not denying that, but I've talked about it before. Blockers. Find where the block is. Why is the blocker there? What is it about whatever it is holding you back? Is it that you don't like standing in front of a bunch of people? Is it that you feel underprepared? It's an area you don't necessarily speak confidently in. What is that block? And then how can you either move it or overcome it? Because speaking in front of an audience isn't scary. You need the confidence in yourself though to know that there are people out there that won't like you, and that's okay. And I think that's part of like growing up and the older you get, the more you kind of care less about, I guess, others. I've found that anyway. In your 20s you still sort of care about who thinks what of you and all that, but I've found that who cares if somebody doesn't like what you're offering? Who cares, for instance, on this, if no one watched a video? I'm not losing anything. You are the ones out there that didn't get what I was offering, and whether you feel that was of value, whether you don't, that's down to the recipient themselves. I'm just providing the content, and whether you learn from what I'm telling, what I'm sharing, what I'm imparting, then that's up to you. But it's not costing me. This is therapeutic in a sense for me. Even the editing is therapeutic for me. So you got to work out what it is, and there'll be hate. There'll always be someone out there that is jealous. There's always someone out there that thinks they can do better. There's always someone out there that can learn. And when you actually work out your purpose, you then actually can start to do better. And that's where, for me personally, if there's one person that sees this video or sees any of my videos and takes something away from it, then I'm winning. That's how I see it anyway, because I've actually helped one person, whether it be a thought, whether it be like with the mental health aspects, with doing the laps for life, through Reach Out, and I'll chuck a link in the description if you're interested to check it out. Regardless of what, if something I've imparted in a video has helped someone, then I have done good in my time here on earth. And yes, there might still be people out there that hate it. Yes, it may not be the biggest hitted video on YouTube, and I'm okay with that. I am here to help others if they want to be helped. So if speaking in public makes you nervous, work out what it is about the nerves. What is it? Is it a fear, or is it actually that you're excited? Because you remember, again, I've talked about this before, fear and excitement both manifest themselves in your body almost the same. The butterflies and all those nervous, the sweats, the heart beating fast, all those things are fear and nervousness. Now, nervousness is not a bad thing. You're allowed to be nervous that you're going in front of 10 people, 100 people. I used to freak out, believe it or not, with a team meeting. When I first started as a team leader and stuff, I used to panic about having to do a team meeting. Oh, what am I going to say? They're all going to be looking at me. They're all going to be thinking about whatever. I overcooked it, overthought it way too much. And once I actually did my first, I went, oh, that wasn't so bad. And they asked questions and I answered their questions and I feel okay. I survived it. And then I got better and better. Because this is that thing, lift the bar, raise the bar, push further, do better. These are the things that if you're wanting to maximize on your life whilst you've got limited time, you need to work out how you're going to up that game. Because if you're happy where you're at, then stay where you're at. But if you're wanting to be able to overcome some of the best challenges, you got to be strong. You got to be ready, and you don't know what the weight's going to be on that. Whether it's going to be a 50 kilo weight, but if you've not been lifting any weight, to go from 0 to 50 kilos is going to be hard. Not unachievable. Not at all am I saying that if you haven't done anything, because you probably naturally can lift something, 10 kilos. So you're going to have a 40 kilo gap. Start to work on upping the game, because when life throws you challenges, if you can play at the 50 kilo game and the challenge that just rolled in is at 30 kilos, you'll conquer it. Won't even be a batter. But then when the 100 comes in, you've got to up, and you've got to up, and you've got to up. So only through practice will we get better. And I've said it before, this is why I started reading, because I keep saying to my kids, the only way you're going to get better at something is by practicing. And I used to hide behind the fact that I used to say I'm not good at reading, and I'm okay with that. I don't do reading, I can't read, I don't do reading. They were excuses. What in your life are you using as an excuse when you need to just knuckle down, suck it up? Up the game, find the challenge. Because once I started reading, and I've read now quite a few books now, sharing them with you guys, the more you read, the more knowledge, the more stronger you become mentally. And that's the thing, it's not necessarily about having physical strength for when the challenges come, it's for having the mental strength to be able to overcome and to be able to map out in your head how you're going to navigate your team, navigate your whatever it is to get the outcome. So I hope that's helped you out. Think like a kid. Don't give a crap about anyone else in the playground. Someone will be jealous, someone will hate you, and that's okay. There might be 10 people out there that hate you and 10 people out there that are jealous. Find the people who you're helping, you're empowering, who you get along with, and mesh with them, blend with them, hang out with them, and ignore the others. It's easier said than done, but ignore them. Don't let them have power, because once they have power, you start to think like them. You start to feel critiqued. You start to judge yourself. Have a fantastic day, and you'll see me tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. Bye for now.